So, I think I'm still waiting to see if people show up. World's cutest small teapot. Let's see, Emma's here. Hi, Emma. Oh, there's 4 people here. I'm gonna wait for just a couple more minutes and then we'll get started on this guy. That's 6 people. Hi Nancy, I'm assuming that's you. Okay. Oh, tell Lyndon I said hi. She can't hear me. Oh, thanks Chris. I think my videos are, or Nancy, I think my videos are pretty funny. Okay, so I think I'm gonna crunch this Nutty Buddy here, or Muddy Buddy, and then I'll start because these are delicious. Okay, so we are gonna sketch on the rock if you want to follow along. Hi Stephanie. I'm going to use my Academy acrylics for most of this. That's this brand. I've discovered I like it better than Liquitex Basics, but I went through my Craft Smart paint, and these would be some of the colors I would probably pick out. So peacock blue, probably like a dark blue will work. A bright yellow, you don't want a light yellow. Gonna need an orange too for his beak. White and black, and then a dark brown. The only dark brown I have from them is this brown. Creative color names, brown. Okay. Oh, stay tuned. End of the tutorial, we're going to figure out a giveaway for these brushes. I've never used these before, but they have all the sizes that I like pretty much. So round, 10/0, 5/0, 0/1, a liner, and a spotter. So I'd use them. Okay, so here we go. So the first step is going to be to, you're not supposed to be in here, sketch out the owl. I was trying to find a little bit of a bigger rock, but I'm slacking in that collection. So I'm going to draw 2 biggish circles for the eyes, a little big compared to the rock. And they're going to touch each other. Oh my gosh. Clean the house and the allergies are killing me. Just a small triangle underneath his eyeballs for his beak. And a straight, well, straightish line. It can be really straight for his head. Oh my gosh, Jen, you're funny. I just looked up to see the comment. I can't see them all. They kind of come slowly. So, okay. So the line over his head, and then a couple triangles. Wow, I got a crack right there. Kind of longer and pointy at the top. Kind of on the corner of where his head would be. That's looking pretty good. And if you wanted to have a background on this too, you could start out with, like, I don't know, light blue background, gray background, pink, it doesn't matter. My rock's already light. This is white color, so I don't usually prime them, mainly because out of laziness, and they're not too porous, so. Okay, so we're gonna bring the side of his head down, and then his body. This is actually where his wings are gonna be. Kind of slope out a little bit, like that. Then he has an owl belly. Look at that. He reminds me of the owl on the Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll Pop commercial right now. So, his feet, we'll try to get him more underneath his body, and I'm just putting them here in hopes I can see them a little bit later, but we can add them later. And then you can put them on a branch, you could put them on anything you wanted to. So I'm just gonna draw a branch. Oh, Susan, I have been doing this for, well, not painting rocks. I have been arting probably my whole life. I went to college for it. I have an art degree and now I teach now, so. Just gonna go around the side of the rock. Okay, so there's the initial sketch. See if I can hold it up here. Right, so we got two circles. We'll draw on his pupils too. Kind of a squarish head with two triangles and a rounder body. So, I mean, you could even go so far if you needed more of a guide, draw a circle first and then draw these around it. That could be helpful. So for the brushes, trying to remember what I used last night, but I'm going to use a 0 flat, but any type of flat brushes just to kind of fill in some of the color we're going to use in the back. A 0 round, because I use this for about everything. It's starting to get free. I don't know if I'm going to use these, but I have I think it's a 10/0 spotter and a 20/0 spotter, but I don't think I'm going to use these ones, probably. It'll probably be mainly these two, so. But we'll see. Oh, got my water cup here, and then I'm gonna see if I can get my palette in here. Oh, I saw your faces. They weren't too bad, Jenny. Just keep on practicing. That's like the biggest thing, and we'll be shading a little bit in here, especially with his eyes. Oh, we were gonna draw on his pupils. Okay, his pupils, it's hard to see it on the rock, but it's a bigger circle. And then what I did is I actually drew in a darker circle, and you'll see, well, it says darker, but a smaller circle. You'll see why when we paint this dude. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's okay, Tracy. We just drew the owl. Okay, not that late. It's like 8:11. That's not that late. Okay, so I'm actually going to just paint in some brown. And for this, I'm actually just using the Craft Smart brown. We're gonna get my little guide up here because I've only painted him once. So, and this isn't gonna be the final brown, but just, can you zoom in on, okay, yeah, here. I'm trying to keep up with your guys' comments, so. There's the eyes for you, Stephanie. Is that helpful? Okay. I think when I painted this last night, Jenny, I didn't use this flat zero. I used, it's in being washed. I used something a lot bigger. It was more like, it was more like this one. It was like in between this one and that one. So I'm just gonna quickly paint around and get some of this background in. Now this brown will just give us a good base. It's not the final brown. And Jenny, I would say maybe a bigger rock. I think one of the only reasons why I only use these small ones is, yeah, for detail, and then the rocks are small. Gary's here, you guys. You should say hi. So again, I'm just painting in this brown and kind of wishing I actually had a bigger brush, so. Oh my gosh. Love me some big rocks. I need some bigger rocks. I have some plans and I need bigger rocks, like Mount Pugmore. So I'm just spreading this on kind of smooth. And it's okay if you paint over the feet. If you're painting with me or you're gonna do this later, it's okay. We're gonna end up painting pretty much over him anyway. Okay, so there's kind of like, oh crap, his wing, his first layer. Yeah, I think donut size is my favorite, and I have very few donut sized rocks left. And I could paint like a donut on them. Okay. So that's looking pretty good. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take some more brown, and I'm actually gonna wanna make this a little bit darker, so I'm just gonna add like the smallest amount of black. I'm gonna add it in small increments because I don't wanna get it too dark. Yeah, Kim, I need to go to American Stone and pick out the perfect rock. So I have 2 more commissions I need to fit, 4 commissions. 1 drawing, 1 rock, and 2 paintings, and then I'm gonna go get one. Okay, so with this darker brown color I've made, I'm just gonna kind of start streaking it through. Actually, maybe I'm gonna have like a little pile of even almost darker. Skipping record. Okay. You guys see that? Like little brush strokes going through. I don't think you can zoom live videos. Okay. So, hi Mary. Mary Martin's here. She does some pretty freaking incredible rocks. So yep, I am just kind of brushing that on. You guys see that? You can see that. Okay, and I'm just kind of going around his face and around where his belly is. I thought too it'd be fun to do these guys in different colors. Like you could do a blue owl, you could do a pink owl, green owl, yellow owl. Well, thanks, Tracy. I need to go get some new records from upstairs, but we get the Luminaires again. It's a great album, though. Okay, so again, I'm just kind of bringing this around till it kind of fills in a little bit more. There. I think I'm liking that. Okay, so without cleaning my brush, okay, I just kind of grabbed some white, stuck it there. I'm going to go through and start putting in the back feathers. So you can kind of see maybe the brush strokes a little bit better, but they're curving around with his belly. Okay, I'm just gonna pick a little bit more. I think it's too thick. There we go. So I was just gonna brush around. I'm gonna change my brush in a second too. Okay, but we kind of don't want the paint to be all the way mixed. So you can kind of get that idea of feathers going. If you want it to be a little bit more gray, you can always add a little bit of black to it, which I think I might. Oh, we'll see. Yeah. All right, so I didn't mix it all the way. I'm just doing little strokes, and I'm using my round for this. So little feathery strokes going around, little dude. You get some more light brown in here. So the idea is we're kind of building up the feathers, and it's okay if you get it up into his eye and his beak, because we're gonna be painting over that too. So I'm gonna get some more white. Okay. So now he's starting to come together. At least his belly. Oh, too much water. Okay. Still too much water. Oh well. Okay. And if you go, I'm going thick to thin, so I'm trying to keep the same strokes around all him. I'm gonna, is that dry and I lied? I am gonna use one of my skinnier brushes here. Okay, so I think this is I want to say 10/0. What is it? Yep, 10/0. I think it's a spotter. And I'm just going to want to get some little lighter areas over here. Now, if you're really good with just like your round, my round isn't too pointy. I could do this with that. So I need to go reshape it. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the top. Actually, no, we're going to wait and do that. We're going to do the eyes. I don't know what I was thinking. And we're going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to add some more white. Hi, Jenna. Is it Gina or is it Jenna? I'm going to say it's Gina. Okay. I'm like fixated on these feathers, and I said we were going to do the eye. And I'm just using straight white. Okay, so that one's rinsed good enough. Really need this brush to behave. Okay, so we're just gonna get the dark, look at this, I'm dipping my fingers in paint. We're gonna get the dark blue out. Whatever dark blue you have, I promise this is dark blue, see that? And I'm gonna go around the outside edge of this. Okay, and I'm gonna actually maybe try to work a little bit quick on this because we want to try to blend some wet into wet paint. And during this too, if your circles are a little bit off, you can refine them. So, I'm sorry, I haven't been reading comments. Okay, that's what I thought, Gina. I just want to make sure. I hate saying people's names wrong. Okay. Yeah, I'm not working fast enough. Actually, I'm getting sidetracked too. Okay. And this guy needs to go all the way around. I'm gonna add some up there. Okay. And then I'm just gonna get a tiny bit of white until I get like a decent light blue. And I'm gonna start working in this light edge. Oh no, it's almost time for a record switch. Hold on, guys. It's like the only problem with vinyl, you have to flip the record. Okay. And I am going to go back in with some of the other blue too. Okay, we're going to try to get this to blend a little bit. And if you're interested in getting some artist paint, this is Prussian blue. No, I'm not using any medium with these today. I am using the Grumbacher Academy series. For most of it, the brown, I did use some Craft Smart brown. Okay, so I'm just working back and forth in the eyes while they're hopefully a little bit wet to try to get some of the blends in there. And if I don't see your comment, where's that, you guys? Is that focusing? Yeah. So it is a little bit lighter. Kind of want some areas to be even lighter, mainly so you guys can see them. And then okay, so there's that. And then I'm just gonna get some straight black. And I'm gonna put this black in the inner small circle, hopefully. And this other one. Mary, if you do like mediums, One good one to slow the dry time of your paint is this retardant, Golden. It gives you some instructions on the back. You just can't add too much in it or it will, it'll make your paint weird. But yeah, I'm not using that tonight. And I really very rarely use that anymore. I think I did on part of the pastry I did the other day. So I was having some issues with the caramel sauce. And that sounded like really weird. Okay, if I can get this light on here better. Let's try this. That's not helpful either. Okay, so there's the eyes. Looking kind of derpy. Looking awesome. Gosh. Okay. And then I'm just going to go back to some straight dark blue. It's the same blue I was using before. Oh, water drop on my brush. And this is a fairly dark blue, and I am just going to actually fill it in right here. Oh my goodness. Okay, I keep on sticking my hand in my paint. Okay. Okay. And this guy, I'm gonna hopefully it will help fix this eye. Hopefully everybody's still here. You guys will have to tell me if the video's looking okay. I know one week my video went all crazy. Okay, I'm actually gonna lighten this up a little bit up here too, because it's looking a little strange, at least on my end. I don't know about this guy. I was trying to figure out an easy owl for people to do, and this guy happened. So I discovered the more I paint and draw, the more ideas I have. Now I just keep on picking up paint off my palette. I have it separated, I'm gonna move it, and I keep on sticking my hand in it. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my 0 and mix some paint that's not that watery. So I kind of want like a, oh, I can use some of this black. Not really happy with this belly on this one, so adding some gray so some of the white will pop more. And it kind of thinned it down too, because I still want to see some of the color underneath. There's that. And then I'm going to do the same, but I got to turn them upside down for the top. Okay, so, and it's just going to be little brush strokes going around his eyeball. And it's okay if they overlap into it a little bit. So, right, this is just like the super light gray. Oh, he's super poofy up here. And I'm gonna get some white. Maybe not white that thick. That's okay. Okay, so I'm barely touching my brush to the surface. It'll overlap into there a little bit. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna start singing, you guys. Okay. Okay, I'm liking this guy now. He is he's looking a little bit better. That makes me happy. I was getting a little worried for all of us. Let's hurry into his nose so we can do, well, maybe we should still do fluff. Let's still do fluff. So let's do some under eye fluff. So this is curving out under the eyeball. And I'm just using some straight white for this. Then down. And some more. Oh my gosh. Oh, hi Sally. It's okay if you're late. You can always watch it later. I can start making like weird noises. Right. Yeah, it's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. You see that? Up here. He's looking pretty cute. I'm pretty happy with him. Okay, the nose. How did I do the nose last time? This is the problem, like I paint something and I'm like, oh, I'll make a tutorial, and I'm like, how did I do it? I don't know. Okay. Do I put a base coat on your rocks before you start painting? These rocks I don't usually. They're white Caribbean beach pebbles. I picked them up at Home Depot at the end of the season. These ones, I do. They're a little bit darker, and I gesso them. You could also use white acrylic paint. So it just depends on the rock. These ones, the white rocks that I get aren't very porous, so the paint doesn't seep in. So I've found that sealing it doesn't do anything for me, but lots of people do. And, you know, in doubt, I'd seal it. Okay, so I've got some orange on the end, and I'm just going to put it on one side. And I'm using my not so good zero brush that I love. That hopefully I can rescue. And the problem with like colors of orange and yellows, they're super transparent. So a little bit of yellow, and I'm just working it into the other side to make it pop. You see that? So I did orange on this side real quick, on half of it, grab some yellow, put it in on the other side. There we go. I'm liking this little dude. I was worried, but he's coming along. So getting pretty stoked about him. Okay, so I'm getting some white paint, just wiped off the excess, because I'm just gonna add like those white things. Oh my gosh, hate it when I get it too thin. Some, yeah, white owl feather poofy thingies on it. We can sing it together. Sweet. Okay. So I was looking at this, and it looks like I got some super, super light brown little feather poofs at the top of his head. I think I was looking at some pictures of owls on the what's that place? The internet. The internet. And that's where I kind of got an idea for this little dude. So I'm just kind of lightening up his head just a little bit. I might just have this light brown on my brush. I'm just going to kind of put a little bit down here too. Okay, so we are ready for the dots in the eyes now. I don't know, you guys, did you like this? These 2 dots or just one? I think I might try it with just the one right here, and then we'll see if we want the other one, because I don't know. I don't know. You belong to me, my sweet. You belong to me, sweet. I don't sing very well. I would sing 2 dots. 2 dots. Somebody said 2 dots. So look at this. I got this Renegade. That's why I had this other spotter. I had I'm gonna call it a Renegade paintbrush strand that was going to give him furry dots. So, okay, so I got this little tiny brush because I really hate making these dots. I probably should just pull out a dotting tool because I have some, but I'm lazy. That's super shaky. Okay, that was scary. Okay, 1 dot. They're not even dots, they're like, oh, look at that. It's extremely small circles. Okay, and then oh my gosh, I hate dots. 2 dots. Okay, now we'll give him a branch. Branch is not hard, which is good. So, I'm gonna use some brown paint, the black paint, and I actually, well, that looks good. And I'm gonna do the lower part of the branch first. It's in the shadow. I'm actually kind of trying to avoid his feet a little bit because of the colors that we're using, and I don't want to have to paint white over it to make them pop. Okay, so then I'm just gonna go get some white. Oh, not that much white. And some brown. And some black. Here we go. And this is gonna be, shoot, the top part of the branch. That needs to be dark underneath there, so I gotta make more paint. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm like mumbling to myself. Holy cow. Okay, so I usually talk louder. Oh my goodness. Okay, so a little bit dark. I'm gonna add. So Jenna, what do you mean? Do you have to go over and over everything that you paint again? Is it the paint's too thin, or you just don't like it? And you just go over it again, or? Because it could be maybe you're thinning down your paint too much, or it's the brand of paint that you're using. Just sweet. Okay, now we're ready for leaves. Look at that. We have a branch. And I got some leaves over here. Got a branch. And you could actually, you know, if you wanted to, you could make it come up. That looks looks like it's more attached to a tree. I don't have any wet. There we go. Now it's attached to a tree. Maybe. I just made it longer. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up a little bit of my yellow. And the smallest amount of blue I can find, which is too much. Always too much. I just make things bigger or go out of line. Okay. I always try painting things smaller because I know they're going to be bigger in the end. So, okay. So I'm going over to this edge. Now I got this green paint here. And I'm just going to actually pick up some yellow. I'm not going to mix it in all the way. And I'm just going to pull this around my leaf shape. And while it's still wet, I'm going to attempt to pick up some of the darker green. See that? And blend it in. So, oh, not my record again. I need more yellow. Okay. Now that one turned out the way I wanted it. Okay, guys. Shoot. You see that? Try to fix this leaf over here. See that? It's like furry. I'm gonna make it bigger. Okay. And making a huge mess on my palette. I'm actually just gonna pull a little bit of brown in. That is, oh shoot, his feet. I was like all sorts of excited. I'm like, thought we were done. Okay, so he's looking pretty cute. There's the leaves. There's some blue paint on the rock that I got there. So the feet is kind of the same thing as the beak. I'm gonna get some orange. I just want to get it on the end of my brush. And I'm gonna make like 3 like little kind of dot type things, or even just go across it. Okay, so I'm just kind of filling in that shape. You guys see that? I'm gonna dry out my brush really good. I'm actually kind of watching for that to dry a little bit. I'm gonna pick up some yellow. There's yellow on here. And I'm just gonna kind of put it in for highlights on his toes. It's a quiet place in here now. Feels weird. There's no music. There's no nothing. Okay. For some reason it feels more like you guys are actually here when there is music. But, so you can go in, I'm just adding a little bit of color on him because I accidentally put some white there, but yeah, there is one rock. Oh, sorry, Kim, are you talking about biggies and smalls? They're kicked out. They've been banished. Biggie got a tube of paint the other day. And yeah, he's banished. Well, at least while I can't keep an eye on him. He likes the color of green, he's decided. So how about this, you guys? You know, I should have made his eyes a little bit bigger so he could be more like this one, but he is still pretty freaking cute. This guy's kind of like hunkered down because it's cold. He's all floofy. This guy's kind of like stuck his head up. Nice to see you. So that's kind of how you paint an owl. I guess if you want him to be more cute, make the eyes bigger. I didn't plan for that very well. Make the body shorter, but I actually like them both. So what I want you to do, if you want to win the brushes, where are they again? Let's do the brushes and an old school sticker. We'll do them together. Look at that. Is paint your version of an owl. I don't care if it's this owl, any owl. Tag me in it, or get somebody to tag me in it. I will add your name to a drawing, and we'll do the drawing next weekend. How does that sound? And yeah, so just any owl rock. I want to see all the owls. It can be one of these. It could be your own creation. Paint them, tag me in the post so I can keep track, and we will give away these brushes. Like I said, whoever gets these has to tell me how they work. I haven't used them before, but they look pretty good. Like, I think this brush and this brush, I could see some owl dotting going on with that for owl eyes. And yeah, old school sticker. These ones are cool. First ones that came out, I've been holding on to them for a while, so I have this one. You guys have a great night. Please go paint me an owl. Peace. See you later. Bye-bye.